Hello guys, I am Henry John Griffin, and today's video is going to be about the stupid Gretchen again and why I freaking hate her guts. Okay, I am gonna tell you why I hate Gretchen. Okay, in the past, during my brains a computer days, in the past during my brain being a computer days, Gretchen started off awesome. And then I started asking, is the brain a computer? And that time she might have said yes. But right now that came after furnaces and water heaters. Now what else am I gonna do after this computer stuff ends, after we get these questions answered? Okay, I will tell you. Now, the reason why Gretchen messed up my childhood of computers, and the reason why we have so many mental virus hip-hop videos on TV, is because of the fact that Gretchen told me that the human brain is like a computer, but it's not. She set me up with a comparison, and she used a computer metaphor to set me up. She set me up with a answer called, she set me up with the brain is like a computer, but it's not answer. That's what she did. And I didn't like that. So right now, I am looking for somebody to go and torture this girl, Gretchen. Because Gretchen is really making me get out of control. Every single time I think about what I was told in the past, I begin to perseverate on it, and it becomes a mess. It becomes a mess of negative thoughts, and my mental computer becomes to have a mess of mental viruses and a mess of mind viruses and also negativity. And you know what's even worse? My mental computer, when I would be asleep trying to recharge my energy, when I would be asleep laying down trying to recharge my mental computer, I would imagine a sound like a sizzling and cracking sound. That's like the sound of an outlet spitting sparks, meaning it's about to start a fire. Well, however, because of what Gretchen told me, and because of what Andrea told me, and because of what Grandma Donna told me, see, I was told that here also as well, because Grandma told me that Catherine is fiction. So that means my mental computer is now suddenly spitting out sparks. And I do believe that it's a danger alert of bad, depressive, negative emotions, such as anger, fear, sadness, and depression and sadness. Anger, fear, depression, and sadness, and disappointment. Those emotions are right now is what makes the mental computer work. And it's also, and anger can make the mental computer get hot. You know, when it has a virus and it's on, it is getting hot. So you know the next song I have, you know what other song I have on the channel, other than the mind virus songs? The computer virus Dr. Michael, those computer virus Dr. Michael songs. Like download a virus on Dr. Dave's phone, and the other one is give Dr. Dave a virus, my PE teacher, and me singing and me rapping about I'm gonna give my PE teacher a virus. That is because I have a lot of things that are going on inside of inside of whatever goes on the mental computer would be contributed to being a virus, or viruses get distributed to Dr. Dave's phone, which causes all of his appliances to get real hot and spit out sparks. But really, if Gretchen is doing this, I suggest Gretchen stops. Because when I get a virus, I start to get real hot. Doesn't mean I get hot to the touch. Like my mental computer did. It doesn't mean my mental computer gets hot to the touch, and I'm not saying my mental computer gets hot to the touch, but it does get real ugly hot. It does get real ugly hot. So that's why we try to stay away from it or turn it off. Only thing that you can touch that's on there is the control program to control it quickly before it explodes. At the Kessler Center, it got real hot because I was scared of the next new teacher that was going to say that the brain is not a computer, and I didn't like that information. So I reported it. I reported that information, and I crashed it. I was a crasher. I was crashing the program. And I crashed Gretchen's program too. Have you ever seen me make movies about frying Dr. Dave's phone or cooking Dr. Dave's phone in a microwave? Well, I ever seen that there were movies about placing Dr. Dave's phone in the refrigerator to give it a minute to cool down. But you know what? Gretchen is not a good teacher anymore, and so is Andrea, and we might need to stay away from those people. And since they don't go to the Kessler anymore, now I am safe. And I can go to the Kessler and I can get my work done pretty fine without having those teachers in my classroom. And without having Emily in my classroom, because Emily, the other Emily, not the Classroom 6 Emily, the other Emily says the brain is not a computer. And we try to avoid that. Gretchen is making my system spit sparks. Because when you get a mind virus, guess what? It gets ugly hot. It means you get depressed and you feel sad because a virus can set you on fire. That's right. So never ever ask people that are not at the Kessler those questions, because you will get a bad answer that can lead to something which is a mental virus.